Says Axel Holly. I'll keep it real quick with you, man, because I know you're from DC. Let's get over here. How are we feeling about the? I thought you guys were going.
We all did. Jaden Daniels is the truth. I'm a very happy Commanders fan these days. I was in Philly. They were mad at me too. I managed to buy a suite, and when they found out they sold it to a Skins fan, but it was fun. I brought a bunch of my friends. Brought Jackie Taylor, her mother, with me. It was an amazing time. We didn't get the win, but it felt so good to be in it. It felt so good to be in a championship game, and I'm so proud of this team. And next year will be our year. It's all right.
What's going to be the key next year? Because quarterback is crazy. Yes. Quarterback is ridiculous. He's a phenomenal player. Yeah. What are we going to do? Like, how are we going to put these pieces together for next year to make this work?
Access Hollywood about to become ESPN. Let's go. Look, you've got the most important piece. In the NFL, the quarterback is such an important role. We got that solved. I think Scary Terry could use some more help, right? Give us maybe another threat in the wide receiver position. Running backs, it's been a running by committee. I would love to see, you can see the difference Saquon made on the Eagles. Having some strong talent in the backfield would be super valuable. And let's not forget defense. We got a little exposed in Philly. So some big fellas, some rush defense would go a long way. The secondary, I'm still optimistic about Lattimore. I know he was dinged. I don't know anything about the state of that, but like, on paper and based on the tape, he's a tremendous cornerback. So we can fill some gaps, but I think the Commanders are maybe number 3 with the most cap space. So there's room to invest. Adam knows what he's doing. I'm excited, and this team is fired up, and they've got great leadership in Jaden. Can't say enough about that young man, and it's an exciting time in the nation's capital.
See his face. I don't know if you can zoom in his eyes. He got that twinkle, like he's excited.
I'm fired up. It's been a long time coming, and especially my father, he weathered so much of it. He indoctrinated me as a Commanders fan. I was a young boy, and he went through some dark years there under the previous ownership, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see that light back in him, that excitement back in him. It's awesome, and I haven't converted Olympia yet. She's still technically, her mama's a Dolphins owner. She says, Papa, the Commanders are my number 3 team. The Dolphins are my number 2 team. My number 1 team is Taylor Swift's team. And I'm like, Olympia, you don't even know the name of the team, but you know it's Taylor's team, and that's yours. So I'm working on it. We'll work on her, but.
That's the impact of Taylor Swift, man. I just say that she's hitting with families, with kids, and I'm sure she's gonna be there tomorrow. So is it safe to say the household is rooting for? Well, let me just let you say it. Who are you guys rooting for this Sunday in the game?
I can't speak for my wife. My daughter, you know who she's rooting for. Look, I'm gonna obviously see K-Dot's performance. That's to me the Super Bowl. Is that a halftime show? And honestly, if I went home after that, I'd be fine. If the Commanders aren't in it, I don't want to see anybody else's confetti. I've been to the Super Bowl a few years in a row now, and I've always left before Sunday because if it's not my team, I don't want to. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm not here to cheer for anybody else. I will show up for Kendrick, so I want to see that show. But outside of that, whoever. If it's a tie, if it goes to 10 overtimes and they just call it, and it's the first, and they just give up and both say we'll share it. It's tie. Maybe that's the best outcome because then no one's happy. But it's gonna be a good game, and but I'm not rooting for anybody if they're not in the Commanders uniform.
Some people are calling it a Kendrick concert. Would have to be a game to have that.
Yes, let's call it that. A Kendrick concert that happens to have a football game. I like that.
Favorite song? What? You know what? Not even favorite song. We got bets. What song is he going to open the show with? Think about it though. Think about it now. I want to ask you next. What's your favorite Kendrick song? But what is he going to open the show with? Is he going to go big? Is he going to go subtle? Because he's a storyteller, but we got Humble, DNA. What's he going to open the show?
Look, Kendrick's a genius. You know he's not going to start with Not Like Us because you know he's going to tease it out a little bit. Man of the Garden is one that I think, hearing him talk about it too, I think he was doing some press actually a couple days before. He said it's one of the easiest songs for him to write because he was speaking such truth and such feelings and such emotions. He was like, this is one of the easiest ones. I would love to see a sleeper from GNX where I've had, TV offs on repeat, Squabble Up on repeat. I think we'll see him. I think we'll hear him. And obviously he can go deep into the catalog. But I think you finish with Not Like Us. I think with all of the energy, all the excitement, everyone's expecting it. The whole stadium's going to be singing along. I think you finish there. You don't start. But like I said, he is a genius. I'm just sitting there watching, looking forward to the show. Yeah.
You say you're not going to the game anymore. Last question before you go.
Sure.
Your wife came. This whole carpet, she didn't want the carpet. She walked back here. What did the carpet do? Everybody in the carpet.
They all wanted to. Yeah, I don't blame them. And you get stuck with me. Sorry, Reddit guy. I know.
Like, how do you strategic? Like, are you used to that by now? Like, you got to take different private ways.
You know, it's funny. I had a luncheon that I was finishing that ran over, and I was texting her. So we're sharing a car ride back. But, you know, she's obviously got a full itinerary for events like this. We're like passing ships in the night for a lot of these events. And, you know, then one of us is on dad duty or mom duty. So last night I was at the commissioner's dinner. She was on mom duty. Tonight I'll be on dad duty. She'll be out tonight. Like, we make it work. But it's fun. For things like this, people are really starting to see her now evolved past the athlete. And there's news. I don't think it's going to be broken this week, but you're going to hear some Serena Williams news in the coming weeks that's going to make you go, damn, there's another, like, boss move that she's making post athlete life. You know, you'll hear about it. No spoilers, but it's exciting.
No spoilers, but are we talking are we getting like acting? Is it business?
All I know, well, it's definitely business, but you're gonna see a lot of people tweeting about it, and it's great news. It's a testament. I'll say this. You know, a lot of people have been, talking to me the last 5 years. I've become a big investor in women's sports, starting Angel City, launching Athlos for women's track, and people always assume, oh, it's because of Serena. And yes, women's sports for sure, you know, tennis and Serena proved out the business model, but everyone's been waiting, and it is, she actually tried to talk me out of it at first, but she's definitely come around. But everyone's been waiting to see what is Serena's big move in this space going to look like. And I think you're going to get an answer here soon. And everyone's going to be like, oh, this makes a ton of sense. For everything she represents, to women, to men, to greatness, to athletes, it's going to feel right. So stay tuned.
Enjoy yourself tonight. I know you got a seat. You got a seat for you in there, right? She got a seat?
You know, my ticket says no seating. It's not a seated. This is a Fanatics party. This is just grabbing food and go. But hopefully I'll see her. We'll see.
Listen, have a good time. This is our digital guy.